Hey guys, Grassman here, playing more Minor Gun Builder, and today we are doing more farming, first off, but the thing we're talking about today is not quantum mechanics, or quantum physics, so like I had said. We'll talk about that next time, because I just had like a really funny conversation about language with my mom, and it's not like language like bad language, it's language as in like really weird ways you can fuck with the English language, and like other languages too, and ways that the conjugation you have to do to get yourself around makes absolutely no sense. So we're going to talk about that. So let's get to farming here. We open up here, we're just going to keep going further and further. Is the guy here with us? Show all. Where are we now? I don't even know. 1654. Grab the thing on the side, please. No, I guess not. Come on. It is easy on me. It just subbed to Grassman. Yes, yes, agreed. that is. I mean, the four users above is maybe slightly more hilarious, but yeah, agreed. That damn it, I have hiccups now. I can't have hiccups while I need to talk for like this entire 20-minute episode. Okay, yes, yes. Hang on. Agreed. Sub to Grassman. Agreed. Okay, we're leaving it that until next. We're leaving it as that until next time. Oh god. Oh god, the hiccups are gonna be a nightmare, won't they? So we were talking about language and how in certain there's a lot of things. In certain, god, the hiccups are gonna be annoying. I can already like whenever there's just like from between me to whenever I'm talking and then I suddenly stop talking, assume I hiccuped. Because that's gonna happen a lot today, I guess. So, in some we were talking about, in some languages, you kind of realize there's mistakes in the way something is said, by like how it sounds. So, in English, a lot of things like, if I say I righted, we all immediately know that's wrong, because righted shouldn't be a word. And I guarantee... Excuse me. I guarantee you none of you could tell me why righted is technically wrong, but we all know it's wrote. You can all hear righted is wrong. Righted is wrong, it should be wrote, but no one can tell me why. And you just kind of know because you hear it. In French it's a similar thing. You kind of just know when something's, after enough time with French, you kind of just know when something sounds wrong. And when you should be saying it another way. So now so a specific part about French is that one of the tenses is called the plus que parfait, which is basically like if in English I say, so you know how like the past in English there's the past tense, which is like I went or like went or was, or you know, the past tense. I shouldn't need to explain the past tense. If you don't know the past tense, you're probably too young to be watching this channel. Excuse me. Gee, I don't hiccup this loud either, like, ever. I don't know why it's suddenly so loud today. So, and then there's the double past tense, which I don't know what it's called in English, but it's like if I say, I had gone to that place before. So you're saying, from a past event, you had done something before. You're talking about the past from the past. And it's like one of the like most complex grammar things, with maybe the exception of talking about the past from the future, which is like if I say, I don't even know about an example of that. I don't even know if this is a proper tense, talking about the past from the future. But that would be like if I said, I was better at baking, or I was good at baking before I was good at drinking. And I haven't started drinking yet. So then it implies that, so then I'm talking from the future, I'm talking from the point after I started drinking, about the past from that point, which is currently, like, you know, modern day-ish. So I'm talking about the past from the future. And with maybe the exception of that, which I think is so complicated, it might not even be its own tense. Talking about the past from the future, with the exception of that, I think the double past is probably like the or one of the most complicated things. And in English, it's not too bad. It's I had done something. In French, you have to use... It ends up combining passé composé, which is a specific past, and imperfect, which is general past. And you have to combine them, so you say a general... You say one thing, you say like avait in general, or sometimes été in general, depending on what the passé composé specifically needs, because there's two words that are used for passé composé. And so you have to put one in infinitive based on passé composé. And then you also have to put the passé composé as the actual verb. So you're using a double... Your one thing is determined... It's a mess. It's a clusterfuck. It's hell. And generally what the rule is those words are almost always next to each other. Those, you know, like, those words don't separate. It's like, you know, like I had been there once before. Had and been are right next to each other. So you have them right next to each other. It would be j'avais, j'avais, I don't want to use the same example because it'll make the future ones sound weird, but j'avais acheté. I had bought. So had and bought are right next to each other. Avait, acheté, right next to each other. Same thing. But I found a way to fuck it up so badly. There are an entire 2 words in between the things that are supposed to be inseparable. The 2 things that are supposed to go right next to each other because the one thing is literally acting on the other. The passé composé actually determines what word you're using for the like infinitive. So they're supposed to be right next to each other. I found a way, and it doesn't sound that bad in English until you think about it. That puts an entire 2 words between the things that should be inseparable. In English, it would be it had not been built. So in English, it had not been built. It almost sounds like it wasn't built. But notably, it wasn't built is 1 layer in the past, where it had not been built is 2 layers in the past. When you turn it to French, normally it would be something like il avait construire or construit. It ends up becoming il n'avait pas été construit. So construit, because of the type of word it is affecting avait, but there is été and pas, both inside of the thing. And I was writing a thing in French when I was like trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to write here. And I'm like throwing it through Google Translate, putting it through word reference, talking to my mom. What the hell am I? How the hell do I conjugate this? Hiccups, damn it. And I didn't have to conjugate that. I just had to conjugate it had been built. Not it had not been built, but it had been built. And the correct answer for it had been built was il avait été construit. And construit is also, first off, built. Construit, it's construire, but the U-R-E turns into like an I-T-S for no reason. That's like, it's one of the exception rules in French. So you've got an exception rule. You've also thrown a word in there that should not be in between those things. Because it's had been. Not it had built, like I'm talking about structures. The structures hadn't built themselves. They had been built. So it's a double past. It's a double past with a been in the middle. And then if you throw in not, it just gets even more hellish. And it's like, it's such a step away from like the normal, like, you think about like a normal verb, like I ran. or I walked. But then it's like, it had been built. It had not been built. Or it had been built. Il avait été construit. It's so out of left field. The double past, the double past, the weird conjugation of the one thing. And again, the only thing I can think of that it would be worse than that would be if you have something like, again, if you're trying to talk about from the future about the past. But like, if you're trying to talk from the future about the present, which is past at that time. Or yeah, I guess, from the future about the present. Or from the future about the past. Because in French, it's just, the future is like, je vais. So like, you put vais, and then the verb becomes like a normalized. So like play is joue, or jouer. It would be je vais jouer. So you normalize the verb, but you put vais in front. Or tu vas jouer. Il va jouer. And then like, is it nous allons jouer? It might still be. I don't know exactly for that though. What was I even saying? But if you're then talking about the present as well, or if you're talking about the past from that time. So I don't even know. Is that even a real? I don't even think that's a real tense. I don't think that's actually a thing that's like used. There's a bunch of tenses, and there's a bunch of weird ones. I don't actually know if there's one for talking about the past from the future. In French, it must be like, I don't even know. I'm just... Hang on, give me like 7 minutes to think. Give me the remainder of this video to think, and I'll get you an answer. Maybe. Je vais t'avoir joué. Je vais avoir joué. I will have played. Wait, no, isn't that just an actual tense now? I will have done something. Wouldn't that just be an actual tense? I will have done something? Je vais avoir joué, and joué has the accent. I will have played. Je vais avoir joué. Je vais avoir joué. I don't even know. I don't even know in the English anymore. Grammar is hell in any language. Grammar is just hell in any language. I think I'm going to end this early. Excuse me. The hiccups, they still haven't gone away. I'm going to end this early because I'm going to have to, put in the editing. I did kind of forget that, I probably shouldn't record this now, because I have to, edit music into these ones, because they're just boring otherwise. So I have to edit edit in some music to these ones, plus, like, cover up the messages that came through. But it's also, like, really late, and I don't have time tomorrow morning before I have to upload this, so I have to, like, edit in this stuff now. So I think I'm gonna end this, right away here, so that I can, like, do that and then go to sleep. Because I'm, like, super tired, but I need to get that done. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you enjoy my content, feel free to like and subscribe. Oh god, no, there's one more thing. There are some funny old English words. Like, if you've heard of quench, you know, quench your thirst. Quench means to make it disappear. So when you quench your thirst, you're making you're making your thirst disappear. But you can quench anything. You can make anything disappear. So you can use quench in other circumstances. There's also cinch. Cinch means to sink. So if you cinch a boat, you've made a boat sink. And I heard about this from like a Twitter thing or someone who studied language was talking about this. If quench and the word for to disappear is quink. So if quench is to quink, or if cinch is to sink and quench is to quink, then drench is to drink. But it's not. And that's like, according to that person, that was her favorite joke about the English language, or in English. Because if cinch is to sink and drench is to drink, or no, that leads to her favorite joke. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't drench it. Because drench would be to make drink, or to drink. But like the normal joke is you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. But drench, it doesn't even work in that context in the first place. And when you understand the joke, it's actually quite funny. But it was another thing where I was like talking to my mom, and I was just trying to figure out what the hell is going on with these words. And we're using half a dozen different old English terms, and it's just hell. But I know what quink and cinch mean now, so that's something. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you enjoy my content, be free to like and subscribe. I'll get this one more, and then I'll see you next time. Still talked on for like 3 minutes more than I meant to. And I'll see you next time. I guess we should look where we are. Hang on. 17, 18. Oh, come on. I can't move. 17, 18. Oh, there we are, right there. 579. The other guy as well has to make sure he gets, like, above me. Because we have to make sure it's, like, sub to Grassman is, like, there's a guy at 1719, so if we can try for 1718 and see if he's just above me anyway, and then if that doesn't work, go for 1719 and hope you're below the next guy. But either way, we have to make it sub to Grassman. Agreed. We have to get it in that order or it doesn't make sense. So, a lot of pressure on you other guy, okay? You listening? Don't fuck it up. God, the hiccups are annoying. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to enjoy my content. Be free to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.